that was my gripe with the fast bale when it first came out, was I was using a triple butterfly mower set. So the windrow was huge, and pickup speed was limited, so it held the tractor back like we're holding now. Now when I come off a row, it will speed up to normal operating speed, and it only makes small bales. So we might not stick with the fast bale for too long. But I see the other thing is I don't have the horsepower for a big square baler. There you go. Down to 7, and now it's going to start wrapping. It's going to be like, oh, it's going to take me a while to wrap this, so we need to slow down. So we've already got 4 bales along the bottom here. And I've still got 3 rows left. We're doing more than 1 bale per row. Looks like about 3. So this is seriously more bales than we have been creating in the past. There you go. We're up to 9 miles an hour because this isn't a full row, I don't think. Oh. Okay, just wanted to get that bit in the middle of the field. That's fine. And the same is true if you use a big windrower, if you use one of the big 4 or 6 vane windrowers. This baler is not ideal for that task. That's fine. I mean, it's enough for now. I don't need to buy myself a wrapper. I don't need, I can get everything done in one go. I do have the extended or the enhanced round bale mod, so in theory I am quite able to I could use a normal round bale wrapper for this, and I just have to keep it will keep stopping me when it needs to transfer the bale to the wrapper. The advantage with the fast bale is you don't have to stop when a completed bale feeds through to the wrapper. So there you go, it's feeding out to the wrapper, and boink. And I'm not driving any windrows, so that's fine. We've got some, I kind of figured that was going to be an obstacle. There we go. So I have to stay out from under the trees along this bottom row. Of course, the windrower didn't run down here either. I'm actually not picking up any grass down here, so we are picking up tiny amounts. Forgot to reset the bale counter, so that's an issue. But also, the other thing to note is if we're producing this many bales now, the number of times I need to do something like create or use one of my fields to create a field of hay bales. That's going to be really rare now. Last time I fed, I think it was this field, I fed all the bales from this field as hay to the sheep. And that was in the fall, and they still have food. So that's not a huge disaster for us. Come on, tractor. How's the windrower doing? The windrower is hiding. I can see it over there. Just. Oh, we finished the cultivating contract as well. Oh, okay. Dang, that's a lot of bales. That is seriously more than we got last fall. So, I'm kind of happy with that. And I don't know. Oh, there's some grass. Turn around. There we go. Okay, we'll call that good. I'm going to have to fold it up so we can actually drive places. So how much did we produce there? Stats. There it is. Bales produced. We produced 18 bales from that one field. That's like 6 times what we did last time. So that's all good. I think what I'm going to do now is get out of this field. Just squeeze through. Thank you. And I'm not going to start baling up the next field until the rower's off. But I will go fetch the cultivator. Because we don't need that out. Actually, I'll look for another cultivation contract. Then one might have come up, and that would be a good thing to look for. So, other issue here is obviously that power line in the middle of the field does get in the way. So we might have to go and rescue that worker. Hopefully, I won't have to do too much with it. There you go. You're done. So, contracts. 2 completed contracts. We'll collect the £8,000 one and the £7,000 one. So we're up to 35. And I want to actually stay there. Check here. So 3 fertilizing contracts still. Couple of bale wrapping. Can't do bale wrapping. Couple of hoeing. Don't have a hoe. Don't have stone. There's another. Ooh, that's that is that. I think we're going to accept that contract, and I'm going to do that. Well, we'll take this tractor back to the farm first. I don't know if I want to weed with this tractor or whether I should wait till the windrowing's done and then go weed. Now, where do we get out of here? Over by the top end of this field. And that's only got... Oh, this field didn't actually have... Okay, yes, I remember now. This field didn't have a fence. Now, where am I? Where am I? What am I doing? I am here. If I go that way... Okay, we'll turn left. I didn't have to go around there. I could have just come up through the other farm. So if I turn left, that'll take me halfway home. Oh, we're halfway there. Yay, yay, yay. Alrighty. Or I could just put the weeder on the back of this and just send that out. Oh, there's a fence. There's a gate. Well, that's a bit awkward. Oh. Okay. I think I'm going to drive straight across here. And then back it up. I'm not sure I could have made that turn with the cultivator. It's not a big cultivator, but it does have a little bit of an overhang at the back. Okay. Where the heck are we? Oh, no, I thought we were coming out at this farm. Guess not. Well, that's okay. It saved driving past the store and going the long way round, so that's fine. So yes, mods I want. The ability to level up to 10 times production, a production facility. Now, it's not really cheating because you have to buy the production facility, and for every level up you do, it doubles the production, doubles the storage, and costs you the same as the production facility. So the production facility is basically, it's more compact. You don't have, if you find you're producing more grain than you can actually process, you don't need to build 2-3 grain mills. You can just have one that you level up 3 times, so it produces 3 times faster than a base. I would like to see that mod back for 25. And for the most part, because unless the map is perfectly flat, it can be very difficult to place production facilities, sheds, barns, whatever, on a map. This map would be absolutely horrible to place some of the big productions because they just don't, they won't settle. Anyway, I might have actually. So I bought somewhere to process wool, I might actually have a global sell point in the mod that gives us all the sleep triggers and everything else. Okay, what are you doing? You are dropping that. Okay, it's a little bit of overkill, but let's go hitch up to the weeder. Now, as far as planting goes, well, you can plant sorghum this month and next month, so I could wait until next month to plant the sorghum and buy a planter next month when the bales are all ready to sell. I might do that, or I take out a loan, I buy the planter, and I can then once I've got the planter, I can plant the fields, and then when the bales are ready to sell, I can sell them and pay off the loan at that point. Oops, Betsy. Somewhere up here, fairly certain, this is where the weeding contract is. And the reason I say that is because I could see a field I owned on the map. So it's right here. Not that one. Oh, and that's a nice entrance. One of the fortuitous things, we now have, I've got foldable small corn headers, so I can do sunflowers and the like, and we've already got the Cressoni folding headers. So there's a 6 meter one, 6.6 and a 7.2. Last time we had the 7.2 and a absolutely huge harvester on it. But that does mean that traveling around this map will be significantly easier. So let's do that, work the headlandsies on, do the up and downs first, and go. And go. Nice, okay. So he is going to get on with weeding that field. Now he's going to drive over the entire field. In fact, only 10% of it actually needs done. And as you can actually see it on this field, the weeds are very, very sparse. It's not 100% coverage like base game. But that's fine. So off he goes, and that's still rowing. But I think I left the engine running. That's on me. I'll unfold that. We'll turn it on, lower the pickup, and off we go. Oh, that was quick. So again, we're going to get held up because the windrows of the pickup rate is faster than the wrapper. Now the advantage with getting one of the other round wrappers, I mean, we're not in any hurry at the moment, so round balers. So that's a 125. I think that's a 125. The fast bale is a 125, 150 horsepower. But if you go up to something like, that's a 150, that's only a 125. Oh, I am going to have to download a I'm going to have to pull a baler off the mod hub, because you can get round bales are 125, 150 and 180 centimetre, but you can wrap on those 125 and 150, so you can make bales that are 150 centimetre for making into silage. If you want to make them into hay, then you can actually make it 180. So big hay bales, but much larger compared to these silage bales. And because the silage bales are, or because the bales are bigger, it takes longer to between stops. The bottom here. So looking back there, I might not have got all that corner done with the mower. That's okay. I guess as soon as I get to the bottom here, we'll take the windrower back round and do the last of the grass fields. So at least we've got a little bit of production done, and we are going to make a bit more money today. We'll jump over to the store again. So the seeder, I want a planter because we want to plant sorghum, and sorghum is now planted by planters, not by seeders. There is this seeder's 15,000 3-meter planter. Needs 100 horsepower. So I could buy one of those and I could operate it on all of my tractors, or I could buy one of these. Could have bought one of these because we started the day with £80,000, 150 horsepower, which means I think the class will pull that, and so will the TTV6. It doesn't have its own seed tank, so you have to then spend another 9,000 on a big seed tank, but that's 2,200 litres of seed. So that's the one I was thinking, because it's 6 metres. It's going to take us half the time to plant a field as the other one would. So kind of good with the big one. If I can get big equipment, I'm not going to not get big equipment. It's just I have to be cognizant of the horsepower capabilities of my vehicles and the confinement on some of the roadways around here. Go. Yeah. And I am fighting the gate post. Maybe what I need to do is this. There's a well. There's a dead person. Or something. Go. Okay. Get that on here, and off you go. And we can carry on baling. So, I'm not, and that's the other thing, I'm not quite as concerned as I was. I mean, we bought 3 fields. One was completely bare, needed to be cultivated. We bought one which was full of sunflowers, which was absolutely horrible yield. And then the last one we bought was had red red beets in, and the yield was okay, but it was a very manual job because the worker would not play with us. So yeah, we did the best we could. It needed ploughing, but it does give us three, at least 2 good sized fields and a small field that we can plant stuff in and make money. But that first year's crop yields was horrible. Oh, look, we got an achievement. That's a wrap. We wrapped bales. Awesome stuff. Probably something like I need to wrap 50 bales, and it's taken me 3 cuts to get to 50, and I'm going to end up with more than 50 on this. But yeah, the first couple of cuts were just 9 bales total, I think. Not the greatest. Oh, okay. So half of this field is silty clay, which is why we were up to 10 miles an hour wrapping at the other end of the field, because there really wasn't much of a yield there. But right now we're in the loam and we're struggling to keep up. But I'm okay using this. I don't need more equipment. It's, we got to the grass cutting late, I think, relatively. So we're well into the second field for baling. The third field's all going to be ready to bale once I'm done here. So we can do the grass cutting in one day. I think on Glen Lethen, it was taking us 2 full days to bale, mow and bale. So we've got far less grass here, but it's doable even with just one tractor. It's not like back on Lawfolds where I had a mower followed with a tedder on follow me and a rake on follow me and a baler on follow me. I miss those days. 4 tractors running a grass cutting train, but or occasionally we do. Oh, it's going to rain. No. I wonder when that's going to happen. I just noticed it's getting a little darker, but I also looked at the weather report and it looks like it's going to rain. I don't have a weather station on this farm. Could buy one. They're not that expensive, I don't think. Struggly. Did I do the bottom? I can't